cast a spell.
Okay.
Many shoe stings in the butt and in the general sensitive bit areas.
How dare you?
Help!
Don't you know who I am?
Actually, I don't.
Fools. Dee Dee's not here for this murdering of an innocent shopkeeper.
I doubt he's innocent.
He could have had different guards, and this would be a different conversation we'd be having. But his guards pretty much defined him as, we're going to keep making mistakes.
Just because the robber doesn't like the attack dog doesn't make the guy whose property you're on innocent.
But if there was an attack dog, that is different than having like attack serial killers.
Yeah, I can see where you're. Touche. All right, we're in the middle of combat. We'll argue morality later. Sonny, what are you doing?
Sonny is going to move.
Okay.
Up the stairs, and then he's going to see what happens when he puts an aqueous orb on a goat.
Cool. I have to check two things. Give me a second. All right, and then the other thing.
It's not. There's no spell resistance in aqueous orb.
Yeah. Although that is one of the things I'm checking.
I was also checking because I had no idea. I've never used the spell before. I was like, this one looks like fun. Let's take it.
Holy fuck. All right, so there's a big watery orb that appears around him. I think I made a token for this a while back.
Enter my puddle.
I wonder if I just type in AQUE. Yep, there we go. I don't know how big the aqueous orb is, but
it's bigger than I expected.
It's large.
10 foot down.
Okay. All right. What's the? That's this big droplet, a warbling droplet of water appears. Agony lurches back from that. Is this considered an attack roll? Like, does Sunny appear?
This
does it
is
force a save?
I'm putting it onto someone, so yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So you break your invisibility, and then what happens to the goat?
It gets to make a reflex save. Also, all non-magical fires are immediately quenched, and anything of large size or less gets dispelled if it's magical.
Okay. It is not on fire. It doesn't have any fiery things. Why am I looking there? Reflex save. It's got a really good reflex save. Very goaty. 22.
The DC of this spell is 21. So it's negates, so it's not caught in the. Caught in the water.
Yeah, it's jumping around and it kind of butts its own head into the wall as it's trying to get away. There's something really not natural about that goat. Desaad.
Okay, Desaad's gonna move in there. Okay.
Okay, so moving up the stairs, 25 to where Cog is. What's your movement?
45.
So 20. You could move all the way up to the goat if you wanted.
Ah, look at that. Slash.
Okay.
He's gonna faint the goat.
Gonna head fake the goat, sure.
Whoa.
It responds to your whoa.
31. What's its
Yeah, you kind of forced it to like deke towards where you're gonna swing your big blade.
It this way. Whoosh! And then the 20. So move that in 26.
Yeah, you strike the goat.
Okay.
Cold Iron Blade.
Yeah.
DR5.
So 11 damage.
Oh, and you sneak attack because you.
Oh, right.
You hit fake.
14, 11, 25 damage.
5 damage. That's including the DR.
20. Yeah. Yep.
9. All right. You have incapacitated the goat.
Ooh.
When you got went, it
Bob's for dinner,
went
guys.
right into where you're going to swing, and the blade hits it along the head, along the side, and it
Pretty
goes,
sure it's getting sucked up into that water the second somebody's turn comes around.
flies against the wall, and it falls down dead. And you can see something's happening to its skin and its fur.
So you know when you make a big, obtrusive, nasty spell in the middle of a battlefield, and it doesn't have a D beside it?
Thanks.
Well, you
Thanks.
move it over that guy, 'cause that's where it needs to be now.
That's where it's going to go. Capper hit by going right.
Duggan Schmurf.
Duggan Schmurf is not sure what's going on up there, so he's going to turn invisible. Halo, there we go. And 25, get some there.
Yeah. You're effectively there with 25.
Yeah, and
No, you don't even have to move like that because you're so
No.
small. You could just come up like
he just pops
the
up.
stairs.
The fuck is that?
I thought you would get the goat.
Okay, Davhorn and the goat.
He'll move up to this door, like just even to check if he gets a free
Traps or whatever.
trap sense. Yeah.
Okay, the goat wakes up, kind of shakes its head, and it's now prone.
That's unfortunate.
It's the beginning of turn. It fast heals, and then it does a stupid thing. It stands from prone.
Oh.
Kind of got confused as to where it was. AOOs in order of initiative. Agony, then Desaad. Agony will attack a goat. Did he just miss a goat?
Okay.
Give me a second. Plus 10 bull strength, plus 12 with bard song, plus 14, 21. Oh, it was prone, so he hit a goat for 3d6 plus.
15.
He's not power attacking. 7 becomes 10, 11. Minus 5. He smoked a goat for 14 damage. That's 61 damage. That drops the goat to 8 is minus 13. And it has a con of 10. He just killed the goat.
Yeah, Kev's not taking chances.
Okay.
He's like, I got up once.
Yeah, so you
Double tap
hack
this
at the
puppy.
you hack at the goat, and it's weird in that it's not bleeding, and the goat's body is starting to change. You recognize a shape changer when you see one. It is shrinking and turning into a humanoid, roughly.
A human or a humanoid?
It has legs and arms, and maybe other appendages.
Wings?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be an interesting one to take over.
Yeah, it's turning tiny.
Is there a Meow Mix commercial going on?
I think my wife is taunting the cat.
Hey, Drake. All right,
Hey, Drake.
Drake was a...
Davhorn. He's looking at Capra with the bow. He really.
Capra is looking like the most out of his league home intruder you've ever seen.
That's awesome.
Okay. I suggest that you put down your bow.
Is he casting a spell?
No, he's pointing his finger at you, and he's got a ready to action to cast a spell if you fire your arrow.
One's gonna be faster than the other.
I like it.
And then he kind of goes, oh. He like clutches his chest. You just killed my familiar.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
As the goat body is like starting to get pulled up into the aqueous orb. Cog.
Cog's gonna be so how? So this big bubble. Can I get through it, Sonny?
So it's the first time I've used a spell. No. So when you get hit by the thing, you have to make a reflex save or take 2d6 non-lethal. If you have to make a second save or get sucked up by it if you fail your save. It doesn't say things inside the thing get cover, but it doesn't say about what people interacting with it outside of its turn. There's no information on it.
Okay.
I would say that like, if I was in the DM chair, I'll spend the DM point to say that going through it is difficult terrain and you need to make a reflex save as if it hit you would be the way I'd call it. But or like a swim check, like it's double difficult terrain to go through or something like that. I don't know if it's like permanent blocking space or if it's not blocking space at all.
Okay, so basically, if you try to move through it, you need to make a reflex save.
Yeah.
Okay. 12, 16. Okay.
I made a bit of Oopa with the spell.
All right. Cog's gonna jump through it, spin around like a Ginsu, and through the door.
Okay, so give me a reflex save and treat that as difficult terrain.
Okay, so 20, 30, 40, 45, 55. Or no, it'd be, 45 and 50. I would end up there on a move.
Okay.
So reflex save, 16. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is this... all right, okay. 21.
That's the DC.
Okay, so yeah, you almost get caught up in it, but then you angle your weird hat head in a different way and force your way through the orb. You're kind of half walking, half swimming through it, and then you run into the room.
I can reach this guy, so let's flurry this guy.
Can you see him?
Oh, yes, I've seen visibility.
Okay.
That would have been cast before.
You start punching Davhorn.
He's pointing a finger at.
Capra, and yeah,
Capra's pointing a bow at him and just...
This is intense.
Right, my mom always said I was supposed to hang around with the Toby.
Okay, let's do this math right. 15, 16, 17. Okay.
Okay, in his current state, with just some items on
16.
and a single spell running, his AC is 20.
16.
Sonny knows the feels.
17, 18.
What
19.
are these fists? Just flurry?
This is flurry.
No stunning, anything like that.
22, 33.
Too late.
Okay.
But I can stun my next one.
Yes.
All right.
AC
let's
22 hits and AC 33 hits.
You have to declare the stun before you roll the die. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll do it on my last 29.
Okay,
So
that's
he
a hit. Just like he cocks his head a little bit. He was about to say something, and Cog's already like wham, 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 wham. Oh! Blasting him back against his workbench.
Can I
That's
add my
3 hits?
acid?
Yes, tieflings are apparently
Okay.
this. He's standard tiefling.
So that's the 3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
37 damage.
And then what's the DC on?
Fuck.
The DC on the stun is okay. Stun.
Half
What's your wisdom
character level
modifier?
plus your wisdom mod. Plus 10.
Stun. My wisdom for him right now is
Including the penalty for your mutagen.
18. 6 plus 3.
So 16. DC 16.
Does a nat 1 make it?
That one is not a very good roll.
Ooh, I should have stunned him first so I
Okay.
could get my sneak attack.
Yes.
Kill
So
him right
he drops his spell component pouch. Like he has his belt in his hand, and it's got wands and the spell component pouch. It might be a wand, but it's got like his wizard stuff, and he
Nice.
drops that because he's stunned.
One swift extendo dick kick. And
Wham! Oh! Well, his robes were open. So yeah. He gets knocked back against all of his like workbench. He's still standing, but he's blasted back, and he's very injured and stunned. Slake, the fuck is this?
That's water.
Get rid of it.
I can get rid of it.
Okay, Slake is gonna try to force his way through.
Reflex safety 21.
Fuck. All right. This is a spell, and Cog is nearby. It's a plus 12. 23. He forces his way through. All right. So that's like 30, 40 feet of movement. That's 2 moves. Ends up there.
can you see him?
No, you can't see him. Where is he?
He's Slake. He doesn't. We'd have to curse him with the invisibility at some point.
Where is he?
He's right there in the middle of the.
Stupid statue! He's gonna attack the statue instead with his yeah. He strikes the statue, and he busts it open.
Does the DD devil pop out?
No, but what does pop out of this particular statue? This is the one that came down with the sword. Is that there is a long sword that kind of appears out of the statue. It's kind of amongst the rubble. Ah, fucking magic.
It's quite literally Resident Evil 4. Break the statues, you get treasure out of them.
Sonny thinks it might have been involved in the binding of
the binding. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Guards. Well, I think there's a lot of bleeding going on. Looks like hit points are dropping.
So the only way I can get rid of the orb is to move it out of reach of the spell. And there's no windows or anything for me to push this out into the street, or it's just.
Agony is going to try to reflex his way through the orb.
Okay.
He might have made a saving throw. He's got plus 8, 23, plus 1 from Cog. He forces his way through the aqueous orb. That's 30 feet of movement. He's got see invisibility running. He sees where the wizard is. So that's 40 feet of movement. That's 1 move. He is going to spend an action to burn a mage's point to add keen and a plus 1 to his axe.
Nice.
This guy might be a friend of the
Collector.
Fae.
And then
He's wondering.
Then he's going to take a swing.
Our leader ordered us. I don't know about you, but he ordered Capra. Very explicitly said, Capra, it's orders. You have to do it.
Beheading
You want to be in the gang, you have to do this. No choice. Don't worry, I'll talk to Nighthorn for you. This was the agreement. This is the arrangement.
Sweet.
Yes.
So he hits AC. He hits AC 30 with the axe.
That sounds like a hit.
Yep. And bull strength. I'm going to have to put a bull strength column in here. 7, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, Bard Song. 3d6 plus 19 damage plus 1 from the additional damage. 32 damage from the Executioner's axe.
Oh.
Is 69 damage.
And he was stunned too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortune point, immediate use. He doesn't need it. I will give you the fortune point back. It wouldn't have changed any of the damage, and he was close to crit, but not quite. Dingle, your turn again. He's not casting a spell because he seems to be all fucked up from Cog's stunning fist.
This thing.
There's a bunch of like magical gear and tools and that sort of thing. It looks like a scorched dragon skull, maybe a dragonborn. It's just sitting there amongst some stuff. It's like an ornament.
Okay, Capra is going to try to go through this side because he wants to be away from the guy who looks like we're murdering him in his house. He doesn't want to watch that.
Yep.
So
do you have knowledge arcana, Capra?
Oh, Capra does have knowledge arcana because he hunts stuff. And arcane things are under the realm of stuff.
Are you one of those bards without bardic knowledge? Or the lore master, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just checking.
15.
Yeah, you identified it as a blue dragon like a blue dragonborn skull that has for some reason been heavily scorched and looks really old.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to hop through that orb and try to not go for a ride. Yep, we can hop through the orb. And we're all wet now.
So he's apologizing for a thing that really hasn't impacted the party very much. Sonny, what are you doing?
Sonny is...
It scoops up the creepy goat body, which is turning into like a little imp body. It's rolling around in the water.
Sonny's gonna go down the stairs.
It's aqueous washing machine.
Yep. And then we're gonna tell the orb to come over here and pick up the cards.
Does it pick up Desaad, Duggan, Schmurf, and Caparel on the way?
It might. They need to make a reflex save.
The watery orb starts turning and comes bounding
It's
down.
not time for a shower.
So
Sonny, you're fucking fire!
It's just a little. Hold your breath. It'll be fine.
Duggan gets through it, okay.
Capra gets through it just fine.
Yeah, let's see how Desaad does. So it's that kind of night for rolling for me. So 11.
What's your bonus?
Oh yeah, 18.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's 2 rolls. So you take 9 non-lethal damage,
Right on.
and then you need to make a second save or be engulfed by the aqueous or be carried along for the ride.
No, it says, but large or small. Oh, large or small. Okay, got it. Yes.
And
Can I?
Desan is coming along.
Whee! Can I grab the little guy?
Duggan?
No, not Duggan. The corpse of the little thing.
Oh, so you're in this churning thing. You're trying to grab at it. Yeah, on
He's
your
trying to
turn.
swim.
On your
He's
turn,
trying to
it
swim.
might. And then these guys don't get.
They're in, and it takes some non-lethal, but
They're taking some non-lethal, which I think may mean they continue to bleed.
it's not. I don't know if that opens your wounds. I think if it's enough non-lethal to become lethal.
Are you trying to help Desaad get out?
It's not enough.
Yeah, the fortune points only grants a +2, and the DC was 21. So
Marty, you're gonna have to add a sunny CR to our encounter.
Nope. If you use more than one.
How long does this spell last?
16,
1 round per level.
16 to 21 means that you need to use 3 of them. At that point, yes, you can if you want. So, fortune point player. Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. Yeah, that you basically doubled the cost.
So the second save. So the two of them would make it so that the second save makes it, so he doesn't get sucked up.
Yep. So you just took the damage.
Face.
Yeah. Cool. You got
2,000 points.
You got friends.
Thanks, guys. Oh, well, he's upset because his stench is going away.
You
but
probably refund at least one of those. There's
yeah, I think so. I think there's too many points in there. But can he try to grab the little guy?
On your turn, you could walk up to the orb and pull him out.
Okay, cool.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh, right on. Where is Area? Trying to grab. It's probably floating in the water.
So they have cover. You can attack them in the orb, and they have cover. So it'd be like it's a grapple check against an unconscious foe with plus 4 to the AC.
CMD.
You can make a CMB check. Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, dead floaty thing. 12.
Death by orb is a most. I like this spell. It might not be the most OP like game function wise.
Does it actually do damage, or does it just?
It does non-lethal damage, and you can drown in it.
Thank you for the helps, guys.
Yeah, you scoop up the little dead imp body. You got this little imp. It's like halfway between like carnival goat fetus and halfway between a dead imp. Like it didn't fully turn back into. Like, yeah, you got this horrible thing in your hands, and it's leaking, and it's all wet, slippery.
Leaking is the best verb for something. To be like, it's gross. Why? It's leaking.
Well, it took a lot of damage, so it's leaking. Okay, so that's Desaad. He ran up to the thing, and then you CMB to get the thing in, and you got it in your hands. Duggan Schmurf, they're still fighting a wizard in the other room.
Where the fuck are you going, Captain?
Just checking to see what's over by this door.
There's a fight going on, you lazy prick. Follow me.
God kicked him in the dick. It's fine.
Somewhere there's a fight going on. I can kind of see where like Agonies and them are punching and.
Yeah, you see where they're attacking.
There's probably blood pooling.
Cog and Agony, you can see where they're attacking.
Yeah, I'll just aim for that square and.
Okay. I think this will be our first teleporter murder.
AC 25.
So you may have hit something.
So a 1 I hit.
No, it's 2 you hit.
Okay.
Tie. It's like if you rolled 100, you need over 50. So you miss. Your little thing disturbs a bunch of tools that go flying everywhere. All these metal tools flying about the size of spoons. Davhorn basically spends his round stunned. And the stunning goes away at the beginning of Cog's turn, which is effectively at the end of his turn. So he can take no actions. Well, fuck. All right. Now he can take actions, but he's done his turn. Cog.
Stunning fist.
Stun fist lock. He's trying to collect himself. He's looking at his spell component pouch that's on the floor.
First one, stunning fist. Yeah, boss. DC 16.
Yeah. Plus 11 fort save. He gets the 16.
He made it.
Son of a. All right. Well, this is non-lethal now.
Is it calculated properly?
What?
Your stunning fist?
He's got a wisdom penalty, and he's a 7th level creature.
Okay, so
Because there's mutagen.
because his dex mutagen. Okay, so his
Yeah.
wisdom is 16,
So 3.
And half his level.
and half his level is 6, so 16. Okay. Okay.
And he didn't take like ability. He's not specialized in stunning fist. What?
No.
Yep. Being an alchemist.
All right. So you hit him twice.
Yeah.
No sneak, but acid you do get to add.
Yeah. So 2d8 plus 8. This is non-lethal. So 18. And then there's 2d6 acid. 3. That's lethal. I'll attack again.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
80, 90. Yeah, he's still standing.
This is non-lethal again. 29.
That's a lot of wizard.
You hit.
Okay, that's 1d8 plus 6 or 5 damage.
I didn't have a wheel or
5
anything.
non-lethal or lethal?
Non-lethal. But then there's a d6 that is lethal. It's 1 lethal. Acid.
96 is in that state that never happens.
Well, I get another attack. 19?
His AC is 20.
Yeah, miss.
Okay. Slake sees where you guys are attacking now.
Easy. He's almost dead.
Wizard!
Oh, all right.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Slake is power attacking because he hate wizard. Power attacking mutagenic Slake with Bard Song is plus 19, minus 2 for the tower shield. 1d20 plus 17.
Is he raging?
Yeah, he's raging. AC 27 is potentially a hit. 2 he hits. Nope. He attacks again. Critical threat. Critical hit if he hits. He doesn't.
Oh, it needs a DM point so he hits. How can I do that? Because his death will mean so much to us. Game-wise.
No.
All right.
I think that benefits you too much. Guards are bleeding inside the aqueous orb because they're taking non-lethal damage. Agony is going. Wow. He's got his mirror images up. He's going to cast True Strike as part of a Magus attack. And spell combat or spell strike, I forgot. It is called.
Is it the simple action version?
Spell combat. Cast a spell and make his attacks. Okay. True Strike. He critically threats the wizard with the decapitating axe.
Nice.
He confirms the critical.
Does he ever?
He can see the creature, so there's no mischance, which means that we
Pound crit.
pound crit.
Don't we already know what happens to him though?
Critical damage.
And then
sorry.
Minor condition, head falls off.
the
6 rounds.
executioner's axe. When successfully used to coup de grace a creature, the axe.
Oh, coup de grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is still ridiculous damage. It is a ×3 crit.
I have a feeling that all that non-lethal that was given to him is about to not matter too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
this
was
is
a nice try.
9d6 plus
60 something.
11, 30, 39.
And to be clear, I'm fairly certain it is a greedy act to murder a businessman in his place of business to take his goods.
He turns the axe sideways and is a clean stroke through Davhorn's head, decapitating him in his shop.
Also good and destructive.
Agony dropped him with 65 damage to like -20 or something like that. His head is removed from his body, and
No.
the body slips down into a pool of blood, and the head is now rolling over and just sort of looks up at the group of robbing murderers.
How did I get killed?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't do it. You can maybe do it.
Nicely done. Okay, one more door.
Yeah, it's quiet. What are you doing with this big ball of water?
I'm gonna stick it in the corner. So over 2 rounds, basically gonna, roll it over there, and it'll last for 7 rounds or until I walk 170 feet away from
Or I
it.
could just stay here. It's not touching
Yep.
anything there. Okay,
Yep.
so you push it through the doorway. These guards aren't able to heal because they're taking continuous damage, so you are basically killing them in the orb.
I don't think Sonny actually cares.
Okay. Like the wounds that they suffered in battle are just bleeding out as they're
You
tumbling.
could stabilize them, and I think that would work because non-lethal doesn't cause. I don't think non-lethal would initiate bleeding, but
Until the non-lethal damage equaled 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care.
Okay.
That's really not the thing that he cares about.
Okay. And yeah, so the battle has subsided. Eventually, Davhorn, after about a minute, his greater invisibility wears away.
About a minute.
Oh, you got him!
Yeah, you got him.
So what's through this door, Duggan?
Probably his bedroom or something like that, where he rests, relax, that sort of thing.
So what happened? Holy shit, guys!
Yeah, this is to the crafters. You identify this is a magic item workshop, and there are some items that are up here.
Out of my way! He's appraising. Get out of my way!
All right, Duggan. DC 30 locks are probably easy for you, or even 40. You break into what can be described as a jewelers and gem cutting workshop.
What have we here? Okay.
All right. At this point in time, you guys have basically taken Davhorn's jewelers. Breaking into the side room, you find an appraisal and counting room down below. You do find like tools, merchant scales, and lots of coinage in that room.
Mm-hmm.
And then the customer service booth has a few tools in it, and then the secure chamber you really don't need to go into. You glance in there, there's nobody in there. And the Davhorn Jewelers, I think, is now being looted. I believe Duggan's orders were take everything.
Take everything that's not nailed down.
I'm going to start to paste treasure onto the treasure sheet.
Starts picking up a chair. It's comfortable.
Okay.
The sod's gonna detect magic on money, coin.
So yes, you guys are going through and taking everything is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
See that rug? Take the goddamn rug.
You're taking the tiger rug?
Okay.
Are we doing anything about the gnome?
Why? He doesn't know we're here.
Don't forget to pick up your arrows.
Okay, first is the guards' gear. They've got minorly enchanted full plate buckler, halberd, spike gauntlet. They are also carrying pistols and Imperial firearm license security class for their pistols.
Huh.
You can.
Even though they're not named in your name, this may provide an interesting template for forgeries. They've got a pile of potions and some minor cloaks, so some minor gear on the two guards have been pasted. Okay, this is just the warm.
Can I take a few minutes? Is that a good time right now?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, you have a decision to make. Are you taking the statues? Or are you breaking them for their item inside?
Smashy smash.
Well, let's like break the statues.
Cool. He gets XP for that he could spend on his SR in future adventures. So that's cool.
There we go.
You find a bow in one of them, a sword in another made out of green steel, and a magical rope in the third.
Ooh. Okie doke.
And I will paste that to taunt you.
What the fuck does that mean? Endless ammunition.
Oh, you're still crying about the break-in now?
I have to go to the gym though. It's strength 20. I need to do dumbbell rows, lots of them. Heavy ones.
Okay, that was that. You already defeated the. All right, now wizard gear.
Yeah. Just bring his book with him.
No, why would he bring his book with him? But
because
he works. He's here so much. He like lives here practically.
Okay.
I will let you guys spend a DM point for a chance that his condensed spell book is here. Yeah. That's right.
I will spend the DM point on that.
Okay. There's a 50-50 chance. High is good for you. No, I rolled it.
Oh.
Fine.
Well, you rolled better than I did, so we'll take your roll.
Okay, so you have just slain a 12th level wizard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do a single point of damage to him.
No, you just kept him at bay while the rest of us surrounded him and beat him senseless.
I was just defending myself. I was isolated alone and I was scared, so I used my weapon in defensive fashion.
His spellbook
wasn't even functional. I was just pointing.
Has some choice spells in it.
Starting to sound like a snitch there, Capra. God, snitch talk I'm here.
Greater dispel magic, disintegrate.
Oh, those are some nice.
True seeing. Cloud.
He was pointing a disintegrate or a cone of cold at Capra, like when.
Woo! So here it's. See, I like what you did there, Marty. I suggest you put down the bow. It's like, is he suggesting I put down? He's just readying an action to do a thing, and in my head I'm like, oh, he's going to suggest me. No, he was going to make me turn into dust.
Yeah, he didn't quite know what the fuck was going on. An alarm chime got set off by the summoned.
Well, this is what happens when random horrible acts of violence occur within cities. Things go sideways real fast.
Yep.
Which is why we need to collect things and go.
I know. I'm. You are collecting, but there's lots to be
Yeah.
collected. Is basically there is a
Including the bodies.
there's a flurry of activity as you guys are grabbing everything that isn't nailed down. All right. I'm also flipping between tabs here.
Yeah. Take your time.
Okay, the treasure in the shops, you find superior grade gem cutting tools, jeweler's tools, and appraisal tools and scales. These are all +4 non-magical bonuses. You find in the money box 3 imperial talents and some platinum and gold coins. In the room where the jeweler's workshop is, you find 48 uncut stones that have the potential maximal value of 24,000 gold pieces if they're cut properly. There are cut gemstones that are downstairs worth 10 grand, 30 pieces of art worth about 12 grand total, 10 pieces of or 30 pieces of jewelry worth about 12 grand total, the 10
Any
pieces
of
of
those
art
gemstones diamond?
We'll say 5%. There are 48 stones and 20, so there's 68 of them. We'll say that I'll move some of the cut gemstones into diamonds.
Cool.
So we'll say 16 cut stones is equal to 8,500 gold pieces, and you've got diamonds worth 1,500 gold pieces.
Cool.
You find magical gems, which you will find out later are a small hoard of meta magic gems.
Are they like consumable metamagic
They're
things?
single-use meta magic gemstones.
Those are awesome.
The headband that keeps on changing is called a shifter's headband. +2 to charisma, treat caster levels for polymorph spells 1 higher. There is a ring of key mastery. Duggan Schmurf. When you're flying around, you notice that Agony is stuffing something into a bag that you recognize.
Okay, what is it?
It is Duggan Schmurf's diadem.
Hold it!
Are you Duggan, son of Dagon?
It's your father's headband.
Alright, we don't have time for this. Alright. Sorry, keep going. That's not your first pick, by the way.
That's not how you make him not pick it first.
It is really small.
Yeah, because it fits on my head.
He just hands it to you.
Go put it in the pile so everyone knows it was there.
Okay. The last thing that Agony does pick up, and he seems to be staring into it, is the skull of the blue dragonborn. This is special. It's old. I like it.
Do you want to see if it does something before? Well, it's not really. Is it magic?
It's mine.
That's your pick.
He doesn't answer you.
Is it your pick, my friend?
What?
You wanted first pick. Is that what you want?
He's now carefully putting it into a bag. We'll talk about it later.
All right, fine. Keep gathering things. Use your magic eyes.
Yep. Yeah. You guys have now picked the place clean at this point. Let me paste the magic items onto your sheets and the money. There is a massive hoard that you guys have collected.
How long does pass without trace last?
Oh, hours.
Hours? Okay.
6 hours.
Okay, now that you guys are laden with goods, what are you doing?
We've
You've
Take-
collected yourselves downstairs in this room.
all right.
You've smashed the archer statues that were bound to the Araignée Furies, taken the items that were inside. The Tiefling warriors have been pulled out of the aqueous orb.
Oh, the orb was only there for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of disappears.
Yeah. You've stripped them of their armor and weapons, and you've got two bodies, and then the decapitated body of Davhorn, and then Desaad is
and the
carrying
goat.
the creepy goat.
Alright, bring the cart around.
Never mind that. Agony's taking the
Yeah,
skull.
it's got that.
I think Capra is not showing his face when he leaves his building, because that's embarrassing. So Capra's going to cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. You're just leaving?
I think we're
Okay, with your sack of goods.
Yep.
What is everyone else doing?
Someone bring the cart around. We gotta get these guys out of here.
Did you guys bring your wagon?
No.
Well, why not? Because we're robbing an entire store.
We didn't bring Mistra.
No.
It's just like horses being pulled, or is we using like Slate to pull it?
We use horses, I would assume.
I can carry the bodies.
All right, fine.
I've got one.
Give me 1 second.
I actually don't remember if you guys said you're pulling the cart or not. You can spend a DM point if you want the cart to be somewhere nearby. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think.
So, if I use the scroll of animate dead,
Yep.
Yeah,
they
it would
oh,
they walk themselves out of here.
Yeah, they're basically 2 hit die zombies. You cannot animate the guy with the head missing, though.
Okay. What if we like just stick it back on with a stick or something?
No.
That's all right. So
Slake will carry him, I guess.
so that is like Sonny does have a scroll. That's a thing he could do. I don't know what you do with it aside from making it so that they can't be raised.
So, Cap, are you driving the cart?
Oh, well, he
From
just
down
wants to
this-
walk them over to our little beastie to disappear.
Okay, if that's the plan, then
Yeah.
Sonny or Capra will go get the cart.
Okay, Capra, a few blocks away or a block away, you had left the cart. The horses are still hitched to the wagon. You drive it up to the back here. You guys begin loading corpses and treasure into the back of the cart. And are you all wandering with the cart, or?
Dugan Schmerf will
now-
keep an eye. He's going to lock the door behind him, though.
Now that we're in this
Okay.
situation, Capra is going to cast Pass Without Trace on the horses.
Nice. Okay, the horses do not leave tracks.
Now everyone except for Slake is Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
Slake, maybe you take the long way home, okay?
Why?
Because they can't follow my tracks. They can't follow their tracks. Everyone can follow your tracks. Find some water to walk through or something.
He gets into the wagon.
Is that going to work with your spell?
I know.
Oh, I'll live and learn. Bye-bye. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. I think Agony is. Does he know invisibility? He does.
Sonny's going to use his arcane bond to invisible himself.
Yeah, Agony turns invisible before he gets into the cart, before he leaves the building, and it sounds like Sonny is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Duggan Schmurf is invisible.
Yeah, invisible.
Agony might have enough invisibilities to also tag Cog and Das.
No, Das is gonna look like what's his name? The horn guy. Just a disguise check.
Oh, just with your hat disguise? Okay. So he
he has his check, yeah.
Okay, so with your hat of disguise, you're making yourself look like a tiefling. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So it's a tiefling with some boopers, did it?
The cart rolls through the foreign district.
50 disguise.
I think we're gonna. So we're not going straight home. I think that's the.
Okay. Yeah, roundabout kind of way.
We're gonna go from the foreign market. We're gonna go up to North Harbor Town, and then through the guards, and then to Crown Set, and then along that, and then down back into Bolt Stacks.
But don't take the bridge.
Yeah, we're not taking the bridge.
All right, there are no random encounters on the way back.
What's this cart full of dead bodies you have here?
Yep. It is.
This is south while we'd go. It's our cart of dead bodies.
It is the middle of the night. Like there are people that like the odd. You see a couple of guys in North Harbor Town like having a smoke, and they were up to something, and they watch the cart go by, and you look at them, and they look at you, and okay.
We give the nod of we'll mind our business, you mind yours.
Tiefling on a cart. All right. You guys ride around the neighborhood a little bit. You pass by the Covensward orrery. You see a little light on inside, like Coven of One is awake, or she's nodded off at her bench or whatever. But you,
yep. 50-50 really.
Okay, you pass by the strange tower and you wheel around. And eventually, you're like, "Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to the Steelrose Mill." And a bunch of the galoots, i.e., the galoots of your party, come stumbling back in with treasure and bodies into the stairwell area.
So is Desaad taking any Davhorn or no?
Davhorn?
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking 10 samples.
Okay, mark down the samples.
What's his name again? Daghorn?
Davhorn.
I've been calling him Daghorn for whatever reason.
Do I have any Capra samples?
You took one last game.
Yeah, okay. You got the bit of horn.
That's okay, Rackmar, and I don't want to play another one. So where were you guys?
We were fighting evil.
What? Oh, what's with the demon guys?
Evil.
How could I?
It's pretty bad. They
You went adventuring without me?
It was not intentional. Sometimes you just run across evil.
Very, very, very true.
I guess I'll be making my bluff.
It wasn't intentional. I was just in the other room.
No, he's telling the truth. They had this. They look like angels, but they're all messed up and
what were you up to?
Fangs and everything. We went there and killed them. Their demon things. It was really bad, just like he said.
Sonny is laying down in the middle of the room and going to sleep.
Look how tuckered out he is from fighting evil.
We're sorry, Dee Dee. We'll bring you on the next adventure, says Agony as he kind of pushes past with a bunch of gear.
What?
Yeah, you lie to Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Sonny's avoiding this conversation using the power of old man.
30.
Okay. Clearly, you guys have been up to something, so I don't know. What
circumstance bonus.
What is the lie?
The lie is
we just came across the demons while we were out and had to fight them.
And look at all the treasure.
It's not impossible. It's unlikely, far-fetched. Okay, so DC 20. Dee Dee's doesn't have a really great sense motive, but she can make 20. Her sense motive is +5.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Oh, no way. Those 3 guys were carrying all that loot. What did you do?
Okay, so
Excuse me.
we found where they sort of lived, where they worked really, and that's where all this was.
Is
Look,
this
here's the
jewelry shop you keep on talking about?
It was an evil jewelry shop.
No, really, there was a lot of evil things in there. I'm serious. There was undead that came out.
Well, why did you leave me behind?
I was worried about you.
For fear of you getting hurt, you
I told him not Dee Dee. Dee Dee's fragile. I don't want her to get hurt.
You guys don't like me anymore.
That's not true. No.
He hugs her. He hugs her.
No, she's invisible.
No, Dee Dee, I wanted to care for you. I don't want you to get hurt.
You're trying to hug.
Oh,
Dee Dee.
okay. I gotta go.
Don't talk.
She
Don't.
flutters away.
Oh no.
We'll wipe her tears with diamonds.
Yeah, really good cut ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Little fist bump. Should have done this before a long time ago.
Amadeus and Rackmarn are just sort of standing there looking at all of you guys.
Amadeus is like, I don't even
Like
want to
wearing
know.
crowns and rings. And bling bling.
Amadeus is like, I don't want to know.
Hucking bodies off the side into the bowels of the stairwell of the
Trust me, these guys
Steelrose
were
Mill.
I never lie.
Amadeus, they have a lot of fancy looking finery.
Where did this all come from?
The weirdest thing happened.
Tell a completely different lie than you told Dee Dee.
Do tell.
See if this will work.
Oh, Duggan was telling us about these guys who were very shady, so we went to check up
He
on
went
them.
to sleep right by the
Right, he's just gone to sleep. Yeah.
And we went to check up on them, and true enough, there were undead. There was like vampire, like flying statue things, and devils, and it was messed up. But we were able to get them, and it seems kind of a shame to leave this stuff lying around. So. I think we got strong backs.
While Amadeus is going down the ladder, Capper's attempting to sneak away.
You want me to try to bluff him?
Yep, -10. There is proof of your like. There's like 50 grand worth of gear that you guys are
25.
I think Amadeus has got a good sense motive.
He does have a good sense motive. I'm just checking how good right now. I believe it's +18.
You want this campaign to go smoothly? Stop putting points into sense motive, okay, guys? Just ride with it, okay?
Awful. Sense motive is +18.
Ooh, roll a 1.
24.
Ah!
Well, I'm glad you're safe then.
Wither is using a fortune point to boost that by 2. I am accepting that fortune point. Amadeus, it is suspicious. It's like they robbed a very wealthy merchant or some noble.
Who did you steal from?
The amount of wealth that you're seeing here, Amadeus, you know that people will come looking for this wealth, and there will be blood.
Who did you steal from?
Like I told you. little dude was talking about these guys who were devilish and had a bunch of questionable
Well,
morals.
you did see fiendish-looking men, 2 of them, and then a decapitated man get tossed over the stairwell. Like, their bodies are down below.
That's not gonna help him though. He doesn't know anybody.
Knowledge local?
Knowledge local, knowledge ability.
Knowledge nobility. He's got.
Sure. It'll
He's
be
trying to get it out of
it'll,
them.
it'll be a little bit harder. Yep. Yeah, tieflings have fiend blood.
19, so probably.
So
That's nobility. Yeah.
with a +5, so 25 minus level +5 is 18. Yeah, you recognize Davhorn.
Is this the jeweler?
Davhorn is a known mercenary wizard that no one's enemies with because he does business with everyone.
You have literally. Did you rob his shop? Well, I wouldn't say robbed. I mean, once we relocated
We have cleansed
and
the area.
claimed some items is all we did. You may well have just robbed everyone of influence in Southwall. Everyone! Only if you tell. Duggan flies away.
Okay,
All right, you clearly need to
Agony
cool
didn't
off.
even stop. He seemed to be like looking at the skull thing. He just sort of dropped the treasure and he's wandered into his back chamber with the skull.
I don't do anything. Whatever. So,
Yeah, we killed him. Fucking wizards.
look at him.
He gives Amadeus a bit of a bump, like shoulders bump a little bit as he goes by, and Slake's not going to stand there and take a dressing down from Amadeus.
You have no idea what you brought down in our heads, do you, you fools?
First monster makes a move. Second one talks back to him. Let's see what's going to happen again.
Rakmar, this is his minotaur that you rescued, is just watching what's going on. Taylor actually heard the shouting, and she comes out and she's looking down at what's going on.
Stay in your room. Can afford to rebuild you. Actually, I can now.
Amadeus goes and while he goes outside in a huff, he's fucking angry as hell.
Okay.
Nothing to be done about it now. They've done it.
Well, you could arrest them
And put them where? In our jail?
you could hand them over to the sheriff.
Yeah. No. Because then they'll just end up murdered in jail.
Hand them over to the Belichicks.
Because they'll just end up murdered underground.
You could put them on a boat and send them off to the middle of nowhere.
Sounds
All
like
the
you.
treasure.
Sounds like you had fun. Taylor says to Cog.
Dee
Dee was.
well, he got washed off. So there's nothing dirty on him.
Yeah, Dee Dee was looking everywhere for you.
It's unfortunate. It just happens, and ask Desaad.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was lucky that we were there to get rid of these demons.
She looks at Desaad like she's disgusted by him.
I don't know. Seriously.
And my bow wouldn't have been useful. You know
Yeah,
how
why don't you ask Cog about that?
You know how I hate Imperial scum.
These ones were not really imperial. They're just devilish bastards.
You remember the rumors that the Imperium was just a front for devilish design?
Well, we're seeing it. This one is apparently some kind of merchant or mercenary.
A merchant mercenary. Oh, she says, looking at all the She shrugs. She doesn't care.
Gain some levels first.
Capra's going to try to hunt down Dee Dee.
Okay. You know her spots.
Okay, we're just going to check the spots.
Okay, she's not in her room, like where she has the hanging bucket. Although you do see some of her stuff is missing.
Okay. Start looking at other places she likes to draw or doodle or.
Yep. She sometimes goes to this weird room with a bunch of hanging buckets. I'm gonna move you guys to a room we don't normally go to. It is called
Find Dee Dee room.
Oh crap!
Steelrose Welfare Room.
Yeah.
So the room you guys figured out a while back, instead of having lockers, well, some people did when this place was a furnace or like an active factory. Sorry, the way that people would store their lunch boxes and things is they tie them to the end of these cables and then suspend them in the middle of the room, and that would keep vermin and rats from getting into the lunch boxes. Dee Dee has tied all sorts of ribbons and things throughout this room, so it's like this massive, massive blanket of color. She's made a giant,
massive, colorful fire hazard.
Yeah, she's made a giant rainbow basically out of the cords. You can actually hear her echoey sniffles in the room. She's having a cry.
Okay, Capra's just gonna go into the room and sit down and just kind of be like, oh, I just happened to be in the room.
You guys don't like me anymore?
No, that's not it.
Well, what is it then? I try when we're in fights. I try really hard. I'm just not a warrior like you guys are.
No. This place was. I don't know if it didn't seem like Duggan knew that there was bad things in there before he started. There was bad things in there for sure.
Yeah, so why didn't you guys all sneak off? I thought something bad happened. I looked everywhere and
something bad did happen.
okay, but if I was there, maybe I'm gonna help. It's like when you sent me off for the Norn. I knew you guys were up to something.
See, this is different than that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Not really.
Well, no, see, that had to do with the Fey Court and the orders of the last Fey Lord. So that was just, this was something different. This was Duggan's orders and being a gang and doing things or watch. Or this wasn't watch. This was gang.
So wait, he didn't know something was bad there?
I don't know for sure. He said they were bad, but it was not what he described.
Okay, but why didn't I go?
He didn't think that you and Amadeus would like to go on this kind of thing.
Why?
But it'll be fine. He said that he's going to talk to Davhorn about it, so that's okay.
Why?
He made me go.
What
He
happened?
forced me to.
What happened?
There was a wizard, and
Fought
he
a
pointed
wizard?
spells at me, And then we were standing there, and then Cog kicked him in the dick.
What the? Are you?
Is that the dick guy?
Yeah. But he had devils and undead soul-eating monster things in his house. Or shop. We were told it was a house, but it wasn't really a house, it was just a shop.
Or killing shopkeepers?
I didn't kill a shopkeeper. I didn't touch him at all. All I did was tell him not to move. And then God kicked him in the dick.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to Sylvan Acres for a while.
Yeah.
There's some nice berries there. Maybe I could help them.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. No fucking pressure.
I think that Duggan needs your help.
Yeah, but if we're just attacking shopkeepers, that's not why I want the Steelrose watch.
Well, this
We're supposed to make this place safe from that sort of thing, not killing people.
With normally you have a court or a council. This leader thing is a human thing. We're Fae. We're supposed to have like groups.
Yeah, I got some thinking to do.
She's not gonna go think. She's gonna go frolic and make Arden.
That's the thinking.
Yep.
She has to go do some happy.
Okay. Tell them I'm sorry I can't help out, but I gotta go do some stuff.
And you feel something being pressed into your hand.
Okay.
It is Dee Dee's Steelrose watch pin.
Oh, it's warm. That's okay. I'll make another one.
Capper will put the pin in, like he's gonna just keep the pin.
Okay.
He's not gonna tell other people about it. Capra has a stored Dee Dee's Steelrose watch pin.
Okay. She gives Capra a quick hug.
You take care of yourself, Capra. Don't get dead.
Yeah. You too. Don't
No, I'm
don't
gonna.
dance too much. Don't make your tummy sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Bye for now.
Okay. You could hear her breaking down into tears as she's fluttering away. You can see all the little ropes with the ribbons attached to them kind of moving as she's navigating through there.
Capper's gonna wait for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Duggan, you suck! He's gonna pet
You suck, you wet noodle!
But bunch of yelling.
Duggan doesn't know why he sucks, so he just yelled something back. Calls him a wet noodle for no reason.
All right. Amadeus.
It was sad.
He's scary with ropes. We need freedom of movement things, otherwise Amadeus is going to get us.
One by one as you sleep.
All right, that is the end of Marty's adventure, or at least what was planned and generated. You guys have a ton of loot. The person who could actually cut your gems and make them into shinier things has gone on vacation.
I don't mind wearing shoddy stuff.
I'm going to give you some
Let's-
XP, and then I'm going to hand the DM stick to the next person in line, which I believe is Adam.
Years.
All right, so defeating a a level 12 wizard is CR 11. His 2 CR 8 guards just got trounced. There was a imp. It actually had some unique powers. It's a CR 5. Let's see. The 3 summoned Erinye devil women things were CR 8s apiece. The Bodax, I believe, are also CR 8.
They were the scariest. Despite the fact that Rinias did more damage in reality.
There were 3 of those. Then the CR 11 trap that you defeated twice.
That was cool. We used as a weapon. That was,
Then there were a bunch of really hard doors and locks. There were, I don't know, at least 5 arcane locks that you got through. And then the doors were pretty difficult. I'm going to give you a CR4 for the outside door and a bunch of inner CR3s. And then good role playing with Dee Dee, a little scene. That's not right. That's still a lot. Holy shit. Let me see the game log. I think this is the biggest XP night so far. It came very close to chasing Amy, or a little bit over chasing Amy.
When the 12th level wizard pops up in his underpanelers, it's like a big sort of ching.
Let me just see if you're at, like, are we actually pausing to train? You need 115,000. You guys are at 102, so no. But it's pretty close to 8th.
Cool.
Yeah, nice. Chop chop at him. New character? Okay.
I got a pretty interesting little adventure path that was given to me. We'll see what we do with it. It's every adventure roll from that random generator has created a something.
Yep.
Like it is a something, and they're different.
I don't know how much downtime it is, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to mark down 1 day of 1 week of adventuring for this. Keep in mind that there are negative levels that I think some of the party members have.
The sod has 1 negative level.
All right, we need to get to the downtime planning sheet, and we need to basically split up treasure.
Yep.
Ill-gotten goods.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get over to the treasure sheet.
I think treasure would be first, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the sod can sell.
First, let's see what we want to split up. Who gets what?
Oh yeah. I figured out Jasad really needs a amulet of Mighty Fist.
Okay, what amulet do you currently have?
Currently, he's got something for natural armor, which is useless for him.
Okay, so there's a headband of vast intelligence +2 with appraise in it. I think if nobody else is using that, Sonny will swap his perception headband with the appraise one because he's got max ranks in perception and he doesn't have max ranks in appraise.
Cool.
So I'm just going to switch the appraise in the sheet here to say perception, which is a better one in general.
Okay, am I putting potions just on cogs so that for him to divvy on
Sure,
his own?
I'll
Okay.
divvy those up. Yeah.
Are we doing the same with scrolls on Sunny?
If you'd kindly.
Okay.
If there's no objections from others, obviously.
I'm just going to plop these things right at the bottom of your sheets.
Perfect.
Feel free to edit them as we go. There's a lot of potions in here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, guys, I keep adding them to your.
Yeah, be careful. What I've started doing is anything that is mathematically impossible, I've been deleting off my sheet. So
I'm copying potions from the bottom of the sheet.
I had a cash level 1 seed visibility.
No,
I
that
deleted
shouldn't
I deleted
existed.
I deleted that. I had a question of Ahmed, what is this? And it didn't get answered, so I deleted it.
That wasn't made.
Yeah.
I'm putting
exactly.
I'm putting your 2+1 pistols and a bunch of bullets in your illegal good cache.
Oh yeah, Desaad's taken that. You can use them.
You're gonna carry a pistol?
Oh hell yeah! What are these things? Oh. What do they do? Like a D8 damage or something?
They're a touch attack. They do a D8, and they're pretty.
Are you taking
They're
one or
very
both? Are you
good
taking one or
situational.
both? Or both?
Can he? What would you use to do the? What's it called? If you want to.
Two-weapon fighting or rapid
No,
shooting.
no. Make fake documents.
Forge.
Forge.
Linguistics creates
Oh,
forgeries.
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Desaad can try to fake. He's maxed out in he's maxed out his linguistics.
Okay, so that sounds like a good downtime activity.
Crafting.
That's
craft.
yeah.
Okay,
So
so I'm just
he'll
gonna put
definitely-
the 2+1 pistols, the bullets, and the black powder onto Desaad's sheet right away.
Sure. You didn't use that.
Cool. Yeah, touch attack guns. Sure, why not? And I don't think they explode when you roll 1 because they're magic. I think that's how it works. They might still jam.
What is the strength of your robot, Tella?
Oh, she has a high strength. I think she has an 8. Give me a sec. 18. Sorry.
Okay.
Tella has a strength of 18. Yes.
Okay.
Ring of Wizardry 1.
Rochambeau?
So Agony, this would double both Agony's first level Magus and his first level Sorcerer spells.
It's only arcane, right?
Or only Arcane.
Go for it, Agony.
Okay.
I withdrew, but I have all the spell stones, so.
Okay.
You know, that's 2 spell pools for you. Go for it.
That's
It
awesome.
will double my effective 4th level wizard castings. No. It doesn't do the divine.
All right. It doubles the base. It doesn't double bonuses, but it's still
Still good.
yeah.
Who has a
8
crap?
more spells per day? Love it.
Anybody have a crap perception?
Well, yeah, so this is that headband fast intelligence needs to go on somebody who either needs int or doesn't perceive well.
Yeah, 9 first level spells in his Magus, and now 13 first level spells in his.
Yeah.
Can Desaad grab
Who's-
the cloak?
Whose reflex save or whose saves are the best shittiest?
Desaad. Well, Desaad's fort save is garbage. He's got +6. The others are okay. +11, +11.
Who doesn't have a +2 item, basically?
I
Uh,
don't.
Cog doesn't. Agony doesn't. Desaad does.
Are you talking
Capra
about resistance or
resistance. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think anybody does.
Cog does.
Oh, Cog does,
No, sorry. Desaad does.
Desaad has a +2.
and Sunny I think does. Sunny, yeah, Sunny does the Gravewalker's cloak.
Duggan Schmurf has one.
So
Okay.
the +3 should go on somebody who's going to get exploded by a spell.
Duggan, and then he hands down his +2.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Because Duggan's saves suck.
And his hit
Okay,
points
I'm
suck.
just nuking the cloak resistance +3. Duggan, who are you giving your cloak +2 to?
Who needs one?
Most of the
+2.
party.
Most of the party.
Cog? Do you or Desad? Do you need one?
He doesn't.
He's already got a +2.
Okay. Capper, do you need one? Sorry.
Capra's got a cloak +1.
Okay, he gives it to Capper.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I've added your hand-me-down cloak +1 into the.
All right.
Okay.
The Endless Flames of Perdition is the +1 flaming endless ammunition longbow, strength 20.
Yeah, see that thing. That thing's pretty cool.
At this point, you buy yourself a strength belt.
Yeah.
That's what. So Capra is not an 18 though; he's a 16.
Oh shit!
So that's a sure. Capra would love for you to buy him a strength belt.
Well, you could bring it to the rune crafter and have him to start pulling runes out of it.
Pulling runes.
Pulling runes out of it. Another way to do it is he could start like his bonus to hit's really good, so he could start making a strength mutagen.
Yeah.
Instead of a dex mutagen.
Okay, it sounds like Capra is deciding the fate of the bow. So
yeah,
the bow is in your custody for the time being.
Yeah,
anyway.
you should be using that thing.
I'll find out. I'll figure out what to do with it.
Then we've got one note crashing. Is it crashing?
Mnemonic enhancer and a wand.
Yeah, what is that?
That's like re-prepare a spell, recast a spell.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's re-prepare. You get to blow away a spell and re-prepare.
Okay, so Sunny sounds like he's excited about that.
It's a wizard-only spell, and it's a wand, which means it's a standard action. It normally takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's why it was used. The Hellfire Sword is a +1 flaming green steel longsword. Green steel adds a 1 to the crit range, so it's an 18 through 20 crit weapon. It does not stack with other powers, though.
So you can't keen it. Or...
Yep.
Can you? Does it stack with improved critical defeat? Here's what those things do.
No.
Okay, so if you did improve critical, it would be 17 through 20.
Yeah.
That's a good base weapon. Does it cost any more to enchant?
Nope. Green steel means that it was forged actually in hell.
Okay.
That's cool. I think no matter what we're keeping it, we might pull magic off of it and use it, like, because I imagine this being useful as, like, if we need a material that angels don't like to enhance spell at a minimum, that sort of thing.
Hey, Tara G. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let us know if you have any questions. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the to deconstruct or whatever pile. All right. What else is big here that needs
Ring
an
and
owner?
natural armor amulet.
Natural armor +2 and the ring of protection +2.
Yeah.
Agony's got a ring of protection +1, but it's also his spell guard, so he doesn't want to, and he just got the uber ring of wizardry, so he's fine.
Okay.
I've got a ring. Oh, both my characters have +2s.
Well, la-ti-da.
Hoopty hoop. So Capra has a filled neck slot. Sunny has a mild resistant, like elemental resistance neck item, and then neither of them have protection rings.
Duggan looks like he's got a ring +1. Amadeus is a ring +2.
Hang on, that doesn't sound right. No. Oh, it is a +1. Okay. Oh, Amadeus got the +2. That's right.
So put the +2 on Duggan and put the +1 on to
Capra?
Sunny or Capra. Probably
Sure.
Capra, because Sunny shouldn't be.
All right.
Adding 1 to Sunny's AC just means he gets hit all the time instead of being hit all the time.
Yeah. I know that feeling where, is there really a point in buying this fucking item?
There is, and it's when you get attacked by the mob of CR2s,
Yes.
and you're
but-
12th level, and the CR2s kill you.
Uh,
Because
Rope of Entanglement. Are we just giving the fun rope item to Amadeus because Amadeus is rope?
you will find Amadeus unwilling to accept any of your ill-gotten goods.
Interesting.
Is there a way for us to trick him?
If there's just rope that you find.
If there's just rope in your sack,
Then you'll have to understand it will be used as rope, and he doesn't know how to use the animated features.
it's funny. You use like a $20,000 rope to tie up a criminal and hand it over to the.
It's just a rope. You keep it.
It's a 50-foot rope that can be thrown as a ranged touch attack. No range, no penalty, 30-foot range. And then it acts as a animate rope, which is DC 20 reflex save or you're entangled.
Yeah.
If he's not going to carry it, Capra will carry it for him until he forgets.
Oh, we found this. All right.
Yeah.
It'll be added to the next treasure hoard. Hey, look what we
I'm
got.
putting it under your slotless items.
Okay.
Cool.
Hell rope. +2 cane, treat as a club. That's funny. Although it's a +2 rune.
Mm-hmm.
You could cannibalize that cane.
Yeah. I know there's a bunch of people who, because once you put a +2 on something, you're also then cannibalizing one of those elements. Right, one of those elemental runes is getting cannibalized as well. So
Yep.
With the +2 flaming, flaming, frosty.
Cool. Now we're cooking gasoline.
Yeah.
The Shifter's Headband, +2 enhancement bonus to charisma, treat caster levels, +1 higher for effects that are of the polymorph subschool.
Where are you looking? Shifter's Headband. Yeah, okay.
Is going to decide?
Yeah, this is a headband.
Yes.
I've got a headband of persuasion.
You probably want to put a circlet of persuasion into this item. What you have to do is go make friends with Dee Dee again.
Yeah, let's put this under slow.
Okay, I put it in your headband slot. You get to choose which one is you're wearing.
Yeah, I'll move it around. Yeah.
Duggan Schmurf's diadem. You don't know why it was in the pawn shop, Duggan, but it's a lesser kineticist diadem.
I think I remember what that does. That is awesome.
It's as good as Life Oracle. Pixie.
It's a D6. I think it's yeah, and it's of the Aether school. You never quite knew it, but maybe your father was also a kineticist.
What does a Ring of Key Mastery do? I'll click on the link. I'll educate myself.
Agony seems entranced with the scorched skull of the blue dragonborn, and he's taking that as his first pick.
Does Amadeus get key?
Yep. But again,
Have you read Ring of Key Mastery?
yeah, Mark wants it. Amadeus doesn't want your dirty items, your murder hobo items.
No, Carl will take that.
We'll wash the blood off. You'll never know.
What does it do?
It gives you bonuses on CMD to grapple, reposition, and trip.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want that.
It also
Well,
reduces any key powers that cost 2 key points to 1 key point when you spend it. And then in an emergency, you could take the 2 key that are in the ring and actually use them.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I don't know. I don't know what the healing one or the dimension door one later
The
on.
healing one, I think, and the dimension door one as well as 2 key points.
So am I putting this on Cog basically because he's the
Yeah,
only monk?
I think so.
Agony is a monk, but he's not a high enough level monk in his build. He's going up magus, so he's not.
Does he have key points?
He does not. He's not high enough.
Okay.
Level,
Not yet.
so.
Yeah, probably.
And probably never. I think he did the 2 levels to get
What he wanted and
evasion effectively, and then. All right, Cog. Key ring.
Cool.
Boop. You do have to keep track of how many key are in it. Like you have to kind of recharge it from your own key.
Yeah, and it just stays there till it's gone, right? Till I use them.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
So, Amulet of Natural Armor. That is... Who doesn't have an amulet filled?
I
let me check Duggan Schmurf. He actually might not.
think Tella doesn't have one.
No, Duggan Schmurf's got a +2, so.
The Sod doesn't have an amulet?
No, he doesn't.
That's odd.
Capra?
Capra's got the Hand of the Holy.
Okay.
Which turns his neck slot into a ring slot. The Hand of Glory turns his neck into a ring as well and gives him the ability to cast invisibility in daylight once per day. So he's carrying that Hand of some dead wizard with him all the way.
The Sod doesn't have a neck slot, no.
And then the Sunny's neck slot.
I think some of your powers it doesn't stack with. That's why you may have gotten rid of your other one.
Your previous one. And then Slake doesn't wear items.
Nope.
So what is Duggan's? Duggan's is a +2, right?
It's a +2, yeah. So he's.
And Amadeus is a. He's got his Amulet of Mighty Fists and natural armor. Okay.
Yep.
With his negate crit token on it. You noticed that, right, Mark?
Yes, I did see that.
Okay. Feels like.
It's like Sunny.
Yeah, Agony has his Mighty Fists.
And then the Winterborn amulet gets hand-me-down to Tella.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. I don't think Tella has much.
Okay, fine.
She has an Amulet of Natural Armor 1.
Well,
She has an amulet and a cloak. That's all she's got.
Okay, do you want 5? Do you want, instead of the +1 armor, do you want 5 resist cold?
Yeah.
All right. I'm also putting on Tayla one of the +1 bucklers because you can use a buckler without penalty with a bow.
Yeah. Please.
Okay,
So buckler and
so,
do you want me? Okay, someone's already doing the armor, the necklace. Thank you.
Mark Skin amulet or amulet of natural armor. Sorry. Amulet of natural armor +2, and then that can lead to the treasure sheet.
Headband of vast intelligence +2 with max ranks perception.
That's a good one.
Neat.
Everybody should be looking at that.
Agony is a charisma caster, although he doesn't have max ranks perception. And,
Now you can have that.
yeah, he doesn't wear a headband, so it'd be a temporary thing. Cog has got the headband of the Gnome Kinder. Desaad's got 2 headbands. He's got a headband problem already.
Then turn into a creature with 2 heads.
You know, there's a path to do that probably. Capra doesn't have a headband. Capra, are you an ink caster? No, you're a charisma caster.
Capra is a charisma caster.
Sunny was the one that swapped it
Switched it out.
Dugan's wearing his father's headband. Amadeus.
Is it a headband or a head slot?
Headband. Oh, the
The
crown
diadem.
thing?
I thought diadems were head slots. Either way, he's going to take it. Just
I think I already put it on the sheet, and I would have. Yeah, it's a
Candace's
headband.
diadem is a headband.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
And
just
they're pricey. Ooh-wee.
the name is just a diadem, but it's actually built for your headband. All right, so basically we're looking at agony or
Give Capra +1 on his base stuff.
Holy crap,
Capra.
that's an expensive item. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Dugan's not complaining about what he got out of this at all.
agony will be smarter. It's fine. You'll take it.
Go greed. Go greed, son.
Yep. Mine.
And Sonny nods. You're getting the hang of it. Meta magic gems.
So that would be 7. He's gonna plus 12. That's decent.
I think the damage gems should go to agony.
Cool. He's happy with that.
So the cold, acid, empower, maximize should go to agony for sure, and then the enlarge and widen are up for. Like you could say that you widen the fireball and you enlarge the fireball.
No, that's fine. He will take all the. He's like, yeah, gems. You'll lord over them.
Perfect.
Consumable.
Because those are like with his fireballs.
Oh, his fireballs are
gross to start with.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's on greed quest right now, so
the diamonds are not being left in just the basic loot pile. They have to go into the party slush, I think.
okay. So the widen and enlarge, I'm moving to Sunny. You can play with those.
I'm moving the diamonds to the slush fund or equipment. We have a resources legal
Slush probably.
slush. It's the
All right, the uncut stones are only worth a fraction of their value right now. It'll take 1 day per 1,000 gold pieces, DC 20 craft, like gem cutting or jeweler, to basically squeeze the value out of those gems.
And Dee's the only one that had jeweler, right?
Dee Dee is a jeweler. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we do is that I think that or we hire a jeweler. I think we just hit on it. Those imperial talents.
Desaad wanted to detect magic on the wealth, like the gold, the talents, the gems, anything that we're not going to get rid of. Obviously, the items we have.
Yeah, that's probably how you discovered that they weren't just regular gems. That you discovered the meta magic gemstones. Like, why are these so priced so high? Why are they in a special display case? Nice.
Why do they have certificates of authenticity? The imperial talents. Those have serial numbers, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yes.
Are they consecutive?
Yeah, you look at them sideways and you can see that there is like a number that's kind of rolling around half of the.
Now, if I do the 3 talents have like consecutive serial numbers, like have the same batch number?
No, they're random.
Cool.
They appear to be
Perfect.
just random.
Good. Hoping they're not traceable. That's stunning.
Yep. Yeah, the Imperial talents do not radiate magic either. You kind of half expected them to. It's not like you've ever like. You probably all took a turn, like picking it up and looking at it because you in your careers have never come across a single coin like object worth $2,000. So decide you do make the discovery that they do not radiate magic. They do have a serial number on the side, and that might be how they track it, which seems to be a really low grade way of tracking it. You could pull one apart if you wanted to get into the inside of it.
You have like a little that +2 cane is being held up to whack knuckles.
If anyone starts melting it down, do you realize what you did? The numismatic value was 10 times the worth of the metals.
It's 100 gold pieces of metal.
Right.
Right. So
Slake will just take the normal javelins.
Does anybody else care if something just takes the spell components?
No.
No.
Go for it.
Okay.
I think the party will come whining to you if they need spell
if
components.
you need spell components, just come to exactly.
Slake carries so many javelins that these end up in a pile of his gear that is stowed at the mill. The superior grade appraisal tools and scales are interesting.
Yeah.
And it feels like this chunk of +1 gear is just being sold. Do you want me to
that's
add up its value? Okay.
Yes, please.
Sell value is 1,500 for full plate. There are 2 of them, so $3,000. It is 1,000 for the magic, and then there's a buckler, which is 1,000 plus the masterwork component, and I'm missing the masterwork components on that. Okay. Weapons. 2,300 times. You're not making me figure out the value of the base weapon, are you?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I don't care, because if I was doing the math, I wouldn't put it in, and the party, and if Ahmed or Mark cared, then they could do the math themselves.
Thank you. I think we've graduated. No. We've graduated to the point where pinching coppers is not the thing.
Now, Oscar, whenever I played Oscar,
yep,
it was done to the copper coin, because you got it.
Sure. I will, since we're maybe not there yet, I'll add 20 gold pieces and it's the right ball.
Or just some weapons.
Yep. Okay.
Saved a copper earned. How did copper make gold?
And then it sounds like you're divvying the gold?
I think we're gonna shares it up, and I think we want to do 1 share for party/fund.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or how about we do this? Dee Dee and Amadeus's shares go to party/. Does that sound reasonable? I'm looking at Mark. Mark's eating Doritos, making me all jealous.
That's fine.
Okay. The Imperial talents do have. Are you going to spend these? Or are you going to try to get rid of them at Granamir's?
This is up to Duggan.
We'll try and get rid of them at Granamir's.
Okay.
No, wait. They're not consecutive?
They're not consecutive.
We'll spend them.
Okay.
I'll take that risk.
But all the cut gemstones...
So far, there's been no consequences. Why would there be more in the future?
All right. The cut gemstones, jewelry pieces, and objects of art as prearranged, you're getting rid of at Granamir's, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Granamir, it's a really weird transaction. ends up just chuckling madly throughout the entire transaction.
Like he's almost happy.
Yeah.
How many
Okay.
days is this after?
I'm doing a calculation right now.
Likely in the first block of time.
Yeah, we're offloading this shit
Two
as
da-
soon
2
as
days
possible.
later.
Yeah, as
So
soon as
he
possible.
He heard that he's been knocked over, and he knows it's us.
Well, Duggan asked one person for permission, and it was Granomir.
Okay, we need 21 man days.
He wasn't asking for permission. He was saying, "Are you gonna buy our shit?"
21 person days of selling to get rid of all of this stuff.
How many days?
Minus whatever. It might be shortened because Granomir. No, Granomir still has to like appraise these things and look at them and find their value, and you have to check in with them and haggle a bit. So yeah, you do have to spend time with Granomir. And let me figure out the share.
Are we using the barter system?
If we want.
This is well. I'm taking got the GM stick. Are we using the barter system? I now am the GM. I don't get to decide. Players get to decide. Would you like to use the barter system, which allows you to use quasi-combative rolls to figure out the value of the sale, or is this too big? We want to roll it out after this.
No,
This is a monster sale.
Let's do it.
All right then. Who all, knowing that the capability of the peoples doing the transactions affects the outcome of the transactions, who all is going to help buy and sell?
Desaad's going to.
How many downtime?
3 blocks.
3 blocks. Okay, I'm just going to put Dee Dee's on vacation.
Dee Dee's on sabbatical.
Yeah, Desaad's going to use the circlet for these transactions, so I effectively have a plus.
So I heard Desaad is going to be on Team Commerce.
Yeah, I have a plus 18 to my.
You're doing commerce. How many blocks of commerce are you doing?
I'll dedicate it to that time, to like my whole time to it.
So you're not making a forgery for Duggan.
Ooh. We'll do that for next time.
Okay, the base value of the hoard is 21 grand. This is the sell value. With the barter system that we set up, we could either lose up to 20% or make up to 20% more by doing bartering and haggling.
Okay.
And Wither's adding 4 to our roll, so we will.
Thank you.
Add 4 in here.
On the next roll, so I think that would be the very first column.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
is there anything that we can do to influence these transactions, these rolls?
Yeah. So there are 4 parts to a bartering session. There's expertise of the 2 sides. There's how social you are on each side, your willpower on each side, and then market conditions, which are normally 0, and the DM gets to decide if the market conditions are up and down. So we are the sellers, and basically the merchants of old stacks are the buyers of this big hoard.
Right.
Okay, what are the people who are participating in the appraise? The expertise area is either appraise, a suitable knowledge, or a profession check.
Sunny with the appraise amulet on.
Yep.
And is going to use the tools.
Okay.
To perform said appraisal, has a plus 19.
All right.
Yeah.
And then people can aid if they're
Desaad will aid.
Desaad auto aids. Okay, so that's
Yeah. No. I have to roll. I have to roll. Don't roll a 1, but I have to roll.
okay. We're at a plus 21 right now.
And
Aids.
so Sunny just dedicated himself to commerce. Or what were we calling it before? Buy, sell, commerce.
Yeah, we're gonna abstract just for this first one, just the whole horde, and then we're trying to dump the horde in the neighborhood. We're trying this out for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else doing commerce? Because we also need a social, like who is doing the transaction, who's bluffing, intimidating, or diplomacying their way through the bartering. Sounds like Desaad. Okay, what is the bonus of your bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate?
So, bluff. This is somebody I've never met, or
You've met them.
so 25.
You have a plus 25 diplomacy.
28. No,
No, this is bluff.
bluff is 28.
Okay, so you're basically trying to shave. You're trying to like bluff values a little bit